is Jorge Ramiro. I'm the CEO of Reyna Silver. We're a TSX listed company under the symbol RSLV in the TSXV and RSNVF on the OTCQB. The background of our company is we started in about 2018. We were able to do a deal with Mag Silver where we took two of their original assets and put them into a new company, which we were able to take public in June 2020. We've been a public company for just under a year. And the philosophy of our company is focus on high-grade silver exploration, looking for assets that have the potential for district scale. We have an exceptional team led by Dr. Peter McGaw, who's the co-founder of Mag Silver. As part of the deal we did with Mag Silver for the properties that we now own, Peter McGaw agreed to stay with us as our chief technical advisor. We have strong institutional support. Over 40% of our shares are in the hands of institutions. Management owns 18% of the shares. And we have $11 million in cash, which is enough funds to achieve our exploration objectives for this year. We have just under 90 million shares outstanding. Our liquidity, since we went public, has been quite strong, trading roughly 500,000 shares per day. We have four main assets. Guigui and Batopilas are the two assets that came from Mag Silver originally. And then we have La Reina and Medicine Springs. Guigui, Batopilas, and La Reina are in Mexico, in the state of Chihuahua. And the Medicine Springs project is in Nevada. All four of our projects have the same characteristics. They're in brownfield settings where there's been high silver production historically, where there has also been drilling that validates both the high grade and district scale potential. And every single one of our projects, we believe, has the potential for being a high grade silver mine. A little bit of where we sit in terms of our peer groups. The silver equities is obviously a segment that is a lot smaller than gold. As a result, there's a lot fewer companies. As you can see, we're still trading relatively low to our peers and with a lot of potential from exploration success. To tell you a little bit about our leadership, we have Peter Jones as the chairman of the board. He's the former CEO of Hudbay Minerals. And then we have Ariel Navarro and Rene Ramirez leading our exploration efforts in Mexico. They come from experience working for many, many years for companies like Mag Silver, Pan American Silver, Exelon, and others. Peter McGaw, for those of you who might not be familiar with him, as I mentioned before, co-founder of Mag Silver, and just an exceptional track record of discoveries. And then we also have Doug Kerwin as one of our technical advisors and one of our early investors. Doug, of course, being the former VP of exploration of Ivanhoe. Let me tell you a little bit about our flagship project. This project is called Gigi. It sits at the heart of Mexico's largest carbonate replacement system. This system has produced, from these two mines that you see in the slides to our east and west, 500 million ounces of silver, where the average grade of the silver was 310 grams per ton silver with 15% lead zinc combined. And what's unique about this system is that half of the spectrum, which is the skarn part of the system, has never been found. And typically, to give you a sense of scale, the skarn tends to be at least as big and typically, the richer part of the mineralization. So if 500 million ounces of silver have been discovered just in these two areas, a few hundred meters away from our exploration area, our theory is that the skarn should be at least another 500 million ounces, if not more. Mag Silver has validated a lot of these concepts through years of exploration. They did drilling that intersected extensions to some of the chimneys and veins, especially in the East Camp. And we there's also numerous indicators that point towards that source in a target area that you can see here is where we're drilling at the moment. We're about 30% of the way on a 10,000 meter drill campaign that we intend to continue throughout the spring. And the green dots that you see here are the drill targets that we're currently exploring. So that's Gigi. What you can expect here is, again, the completion of our 10,000 meter drill campaign. We'll take a short pause to evaluate the results and then start a new drill campaign. We do have enough budget here for at least 20,000 meters that we could drill during 2021. Let me tell you about our second asset, Batopilas. This asset also was part of Mag Silver's original IPO. Peter McGaw saw the potential of this historic mine that produced 350 million ounces of silver, where the average grade of the silver was 1.5 kilos per ton, the highest grade silver that has ever been in production in Mexico. If you can see in this slide, the bulk of that production came from the tunnel that you see here in the green. And what we have done, what Mag Silver did was make the project a lot bigger than it was initially. And as a result of that, we now control the whole district, which includes 30 known veins, of which most of them have never seen modern day exploration. We started our first exploration campaign here a few months ago in October 2020. We just released our initial exploration results last month, and our focus was on the area to the north of the project where very little exploration had been done before. We wanted to find extensions to the known veins as well as some new veins, and we had a very successful campaign. Out of 280 something samples, there was a large number of them who came with high grade silver and gold, ranging from 350 grams per ton silver all the way to 42,000 grams per ton silver, which are those bonanza grades that have made this district famous. We found multiple extensions to the known veins, as well as two new veins, one that's rich in silver, and then the other one that's rich in gold, which to my knowledge is the first time that gold has been encountered in this property. We're continuing with our exploration and also continuing with our permitting. As soon as we have permits, our intention is to do an initial 5,000 meters of drilling. The La Reina project is a newer project to our company, also in an important historic district surrounded by the Cusi mine owned by Sierra Metals. We have a 2-kilometer strike that's mineralized from surface to, the old timers were able to mine it to about 50 meters. What we're going to do is do mapping, sampling, and then drill to test the depth of the mineralization. And finally, we have the Medicine Springs project, and also a very exciting project that we acquired last October. It's in Nevada. It sits in the Carlin district where the old timers had drilled looking for open pit gold. And what they found was high grade silver from surface all the way to about 50 to 100 meters. Drill about 250 holes, the deepest one at about 150 meters. What we want to do here is drill with diamond drilling, to see the extent at which the mineralization continues. It's the same geological model that I showed you for our flagship asset Gigi, which is a CRD, what Peter McGaw has become a world-renowned specialist on. And we're in the process of doing a lighter survey, more mapping, sampling, generating a drill program, and we do intend to drill this asset as well. We're thinking about 5,000 to 7,000 meters during this year. So the catalyst for the company, first and foremost, the 10,000 meter drill campaign that we began at Gigi and that we'll look to conclude in the next couple of months. Batopilas, La Reina, and Medicine Springs, we're getting those projects drill ready, and we'll look at drilling those during this year as well. So that's our company. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to meeting you during the conference.